Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Glad to see everybody. Hope everybody's staying dry. Florida over the weekend to get right on like Friday, the beginning of the weekend. Looked like some tourist, I think it was a tourist, Fort Myers Beach, out swimming in the water when a lightning storm hit. 1 dead, 3 in the hospital. People, be safe in lightning. It is nothing to play with. I think a lot of people don't realize what's going on with the lightning in Florida. We are in a lot of lightning storms every afternoon right now. So that's our little Florida warning bar. Have at it. Hey, everybody. So, Cynthia, Donna, good to see you. Glad everybody's here. People starting to come in the door, kind of creeping around or whatnot. So, speaking of creeping around, we're going to start we're going to open with our prayer. We have one of our quiet listeners, somebody that y'all wouldn't know probably if I said their name. They kind of always hang in the background, but they're a faithful watcher of the show. Has contacted Gillian and said that her mother is in the hospital here in Florida. And we are going to say a prayer, and she has asked for us to do one of our prayers. So I'd like everybody to kind of get in that mood right now of funneling some energy. If you want, her name is Betsy, okay? And y'all can do that. That's the name of the mother, all right? So here we go. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, the Divine Mother, the all spirit guides everybody, everything that is of the light and is of healing. We come to you now. One of our own, their mother is in the hospital and needs some serious healing. I'm asking Raphael to go to these people, go send his angels to the daughter and the mother, give comfort, aid, and let them feel their healing and love around them. Let this energy go forth. At the same time, protect us. Michael, communication is going to be very key. Please help me tonight. And Spirit, make sure everything that comes through is of you and not of me. I'm taking this energy, this healing energy. We're going to pull this from below and above, and we're going to let that ride through us to our heart. We're going to come through with this Reiki energy, and we are going to send that energy right now to Betsy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Healing and guidance be done. So welcome, 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 everybody. It is appreciated. So, Miss Bridget, glad to see you. Welcome in, see what's going on tonight. Miss Cynthia, I have a question tonight. My dreams the last 2 nights mean I'm avoiding a major decision. I have no idea. Would you please ask Spirit to enlighten me? Thank you. Yes, we will. So tonight I'm going to use the This Might Hurt deck, okay? And so the artwork will be a little different or whatnot, but Spirit, Cynthia says she's avoiding making some type of decision, but she's not quite sure what it is. Would you help her find the way? And let's take a look. And Cynthia needs help in talking about making a decision. This is something we're asking right now for Cynthia. And here we go. So I'm going to bring this up. Boom. Put this in the center. Cynthia will do the cut right here. And the light card right out of the gate. We have the 9 of Cups. This is a decision you're supposed to make about moving forward. This is going to have something to do with making you happy, bringing joy, bringing some comfort into your life, or about finishing a task or finishing a job, okay? Manifestation, something you wanted to be done, wanted to come to a fruition. It's time. But this is not something you just go, okay. Some work has to be done. Work has to be put in, attention to detail, and this is all on the emotional side of things. You've got to let go of fear and make sure that your emotions are there and you are there in a place of love and helping, and that's what we're going to be. Yeah, look here. followed by the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about something happening in and around you. Very well could be for your family, could be for yourself, a job, or something you're wanting to do. Now is the time. Now is what's supposed to be happening. And Spirit is saying, this is where this decision lies at. It's something having to do with making things come true. That doesn't mean you've got to take an action of producing. Sometimes the action is stepping away. So this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm hearing. I'd love to work with you some more. Let me know. Give me a buzz. We'll talk and let's find out. But that's what I've got. Okay. When you think about it, because you know the cards, Nine of Cups is a great card. It's a manifestation card. It's bringing things in. But it's like something that you want to bring in, but you got to put the work in to do it. Okay. Same way with the Ten of Pentacles. Something is coming to an end, and this is a new time. Things are happening. Things are happening. Could be I just saw this. Don't know why it hit me this way. The baby on the way. Something like that along those lines. So get ready. There's going to be some things you need to do, but start making some decisions about how you're going to feel, how you're going to act, or whatnot. I hope that leads you in. Let me know. Okay. Wow. Bang on. All right. Brandon, it is good to see you. Hope all is well with you and yours. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Man, let me tell you something. We had a nice 4th. It rained all afternoon. In the evening, we got to see our fireworks. Now, honestly, the Vieira fireworks sucked. I have seen what other places got to do with the 250 and the amount of effort that actually went into that in other areas. Ain't no effort went into ours. It was red, white, and green. It's like, well, let's just use the leftover Christmas crap. All right. But it was there. And we had a good time. Everybody was safe, whatnot. So blessed be that. So, Brandon, what's the overall energy around me right now? Thanks in advance. Okay, here we go. Let's bring this up. You heard me shuffling. Now we're going to do the cut. The overall energy that surrounds you right now, it's looking like, okay, to me, it's an energy of adventure, okay? And if we look at this the way it came up as a reversed card. I said I was not going to read reversals tonight. I said whenever I'm using a deck, there are reversals. I have to take a look at whatever message comes up. What we're talking out here is be careful about making foolish mistakes. And what I'm seeing here, the overall energy is you might be being a little too cautious and not going and taking a trip that you need to take. This is revolving around trying something new, putting yourself out there, being available, and getting ready. Okay. Does that make sense? That's the best thing I've got right there with that energy. So let's ask for a little clarification on that energy. We have the Ace of Swords. This is going to be talking about a new way to think about something, a new way to communicate. So I am dead on with the start, beginning, going someplace. So the Ace of Swords is telling you here, this is largely about making sure that you understand there's going to be communication and thought issues actually up here where the emotions get left out of it. Be on your game, be ready, take a look. You might even be getting downloads there. You might be being very cerebral right now, and you're like, I don't understand. This is why. This is the energy that's surrounding you. And ultimately, the Queen of Wands, it's going to lead you into making sure you're doing something you want to do. Ignite those passions, find out what it is. It's time to take some action on whatever this is you've been wanting to do and not let fear keep you from it. Wow. Bangarang. All right. Let's see what's going on here now. Let me put these back in here. Everybody, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share, share, share. It would be really appreciated. We need that to happen and find out what's going on. So, clip this. Hey, Rev Rob, how are you? Tomorrow is my birthday, and I want a general message from Spirit. Thank you. All right. Tomorrow is your birthday. Juliana, let's see what's happening here. All right. All right. Clip this. I'm doing this. I'm experimenting with something so I can get some media in, and it's supposed to do it right when I say it. So, Juliana, we're going to clip this, and let's see what happens. All right. What's on your birthday? And I want a general message from Spirit. Here we go. Let's get this baby started for you. All right. I did the split already. For your birthday, the Tower. Definite changes are coming. It's not what a lot of people want to see on their birthday, Juliana. Things are happening that might throw you, and that doesn't mean it's bad. It could be opportunity that's coming in that you weren't expecting because it's your birthday. But things are changing in your life, and you need to make sure that you understand that Tower is there because it's letting you know this is going to be somewhat of a radical change. We have the King of Wands. This may be involving your father, or it absolutely may be involving you getting yourself together and getting everything right and being in charge of what you want to do and where you want to go. Clip this. Now, here we go. I'm not going to do that anymore. That's just stupid. King of Wands. Let's go into this a little more in detail, Juliana. All right. When we look at the Tower and the King of Wands, exactly what I got up front was this very well that king is can signify a male authoritarian, okay? An older person, somebody you respect, but they're going to, in this is about a change that's coming, and you might need to rely on them for their wisdom. Something might be changing in the way you want to go or what you want to do. Yeah, absolutely. We have the Knight of Wands. So there's all this wands working here, all the fire. There's something burning. Think about this on the birthday cake. And Wands, if you notice, he is moving out. So there's some changes that are coming, some things that are coming in. I want you to be aware of those and be ready for them. Wow. Bang on. Okay. So unbelievable. Wow. Well, happy birthday. Now let's talk about this. 7/7 would be your birthday. So there's 7/7 would be 14, and then a 10, 24, 2 and 4 is 6. Somebody check my math, okay? And make sure that I'm doing this right. So you're coming out to a 6. So on this birthday, what we're looking at here is, let me make sure I'm doing that right. You have 24, and 2 and 4 is 6. So this is a sign that this could be something very good heading your way, but it is going to take effect and change your life, because the 6 is about being victorious, overcoming something you've been struggling with, and something's going to hit you right square in the face that's going to help you know it, okay? And that's what's coming up for you for the rest of the year, all right? Wow. Bang right. Okay. Helgabja. Okay. Hi, may I have a reading? Me and my crush. You and your crush. Let's do a reading here real quick. All right. I'm going to do one card that's you, one card that's your crush, and we're going to go on from there. All right. Reading about you and your crush. So, what you need to know, I'm going to do this. What I see is you bringing something to the table. 9 of Cups. This is going to need some work. Some things are going to happen, but it could be very, very happy for you and bring some things down. But I'm really picking up, there's something revolving here around his work or whatnot, or your work. You're going to have to work at this to make it happen, but it can do good things. Now, on top of that, we have the Page of Wands. So your passion is there. For him, he might be being a little young. He might not understand what he's doing, the Page of Wands. Be careful about him being a little foolish with his life and plans and your life and plans. So as a couple, you are the 9 of Cups. You want to do things and get things done. You're going to be careful in this relationship. I'm really picking up on it now. But what you've got is somebody else. Notice we've got a guy playing a guitar. I don't know if he's a musician or not, but it's talking about in this relationship, you're work-oriented. He's go, let's have fun. Be careful. Keep an eye on it. Let me know what's going on. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. There we are. Michaeline, good to see you this evening. Let's find out what's happening there. Get these cards tucked back in. Hi, Rev. Can I get a general for my upcoming week, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, everybody hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's see what's going on. Let's find out what's happening. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to do the cut. And right out of the gate, we've got the Two of Cups. Okay. Upcoming week, what I'm seeing here is partnerships. It's going to involve working with somebody very close to you. Oh, it's the Four of Cups. It's not the Two of Cups. So, and again, working with somebody, see the helping hand coming here, but she doesn't see the help somebody's trying to offer them because she's complacent. Don't take everything for granted this week. Be open, look around, and make sure you're not misunderstanding somebody's actions towards you or whatnot. Might be somebody you may not even like that much or whatnot, but their helping hand will come in handy. So, because Nine of Swords, for this week, don't fear tomorrow. If something's going on, this is my anxiety card. Don't be worried about everything of what's going to happen tomorrow. Now we go to 9 to 4, we have 13. 13, we don't separate. All right. 13 remains 13. It's one standalone number. And a lot of times that's death. Don't panic. That means something. It might be time to wake up, look around, change your surroundings, and allow something else to come in, even if it scares you a little bit. Okay? Be awake, be aware. This will all work out for you, but something new very well could be heading your way. And you just have to be prepared for it. Don't let it scare you. Don't worry about it. All right? Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. CJ's Sculptify. General message, please. A lot happening. Hopefully, all ends positive. Would love a general message, please. Absolutely. And CJ's or CJS, CJ. We're going to go with CJ. I think that's right. All right. What I want you to see is, yes, a lot is happening around with the last full moon, with everything in retrograde and all that stuff. But at the same point, the whole earth is in this like energy where things are changing. That's the year of the 10, the 2026. Remember, that's about things coming to an end and new things beginning. So let's do this and let's find out what's happening here. CJ Sculptify. Let's do a card split. And let's see what our first card is. Look here. We have the Ace of Cups. So what I can see and what I really feel is like there is a lot happening, and this may be revolving around your happiness. Could be love, could be caring, could be something like that, but it's emotions. So a lot of emotional things are going on, which is telling me something might come to an end, okay? But it's a new beginning, and it's going to be something starting that's very positive. So when we look at this, we go to 7 of Swords. Yeah, what I'm seeing is something's going to change, okay? And somebody's not being, the 7 always puts my hackles up, the 7 of Swords, CJ, about people not being honest, okay? So be ready for whatever this is to come to an end. You might find out somebody's got an ulterior motive, but whatever it is, you may not like that it's ending, but at the same point, it's a good thing and good things will come of it. That's what I'm getting. 3 of Wands, planning on this and knowing that you have put some action, but be patient. You've done the action, you've done everything. It's time for you to watch and listen. Be patient. Something's happening. And if you watch, you'll be able to figure all this out as it comes forward, and it's not going to hit you too hard. Okay? Wow. Bangarang. All right. So let's see. Mark M. Let me get these cards mixed back up again. I love mixing up these cards. Glad to see you. All right. Can I ask, okay, What's Darwin current thoughts on me? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Mark, what I do for people, I don't read people third party. It's not right. It's not the right thing to do. But I'll tell you what you need to know about being in a relationship with Darwin. Okay? Let's do it that way. That way I'm not violating their confidence, dig into some place that I wasn't asked by the proprietor or that brain and those emotions. All right? So, Mark him. What's Darwin current thoughts on me? So, Spirit, Mark needs to know, what does Mark need to know about this relationship with Darwin? And let's take a look and see what's happening. So we're going to go here, shuffle. Now we're going to do this. Having problems grabbing the cards tonight. All right, let's see what's going on here. So, wow. Probably not what you wanted to see. What I'm seeing is, I get this card a lot for several different things. The devil. Have you changed yourself to something that's ultimately no good for you in the relationship, around this relationship, or whatnot? Eventually, you're going to have to break free and realize you need to do some things. All right. The devil is not an awful card. It's a sign that we have somebody drinking, other people doing drugs, different things like that. It's change that we've chained ourselves to. Whether in this relationship, you might need to take a look at what you've chained yourself to, and you might need to break free of those chains so you and Darwin can work. Or does this represent Darwin? Is there something here you need to break free of? Just because certain things are good doesn't mean it's the right thing for us. Now, on top of that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing is it's time for you to move on. All right. For you in this relationship, the Knight is all about movement. It's in the real world. It's about be careful, protecting yourself, your stuff, everything else. And what I'm seeing here is it's time for you to move forward. That's how you have to break free. There's something in this relationship that is saying we can't change this or whatnot, but it's going to be incumbent on you to understand that you have to break the tie and you have to move forward as fast as you can. All right? Wow. Bang right. Never like give messages I know people don't want to hear, but I don't candy coat it. The devil card doesn't show up that much, but when it does, man, it can hurt. All right. Who we got here? Mason, will you give me a reading, please? My crush is a Taurus. All right. The crush is a Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Doing some shuffling. Let's find out what's going. Again, I will do the same thing for you. We will ask about what you need to know about this situation. So, Mason, will you give me a reading to please? My crush is a Taurus. What does Mason need to know about her crush? All right, let's find out. What have we got here? First off, we've got the Ace of Wands. Now, this Ace of Wands started to come up reverse. All right, that's telling me the fire, be careful where the fire is. This is fire. Something new is happening. Some things are beginning and some things could start. What I want you to do is when they do start, look at how is it something you really need to start? This is an examination of taking a look at the fire behind this message, behind what's going on with you and your crush. You know, because look here. Yeah, again, I'm not getting a lot of real positive stuff tonight. When you take that Ace of Wands and you invert it, you know, it's like something's frozen. And I feel like somebody in this relationship is having a problem genuinely moving forward. And somebody's carrying a ton of crap from an old relationship. See the bird on the top? Where's he looking? Into the past. We're carrying a ton of crap around that you may not want to deal with. Is that you that's doing that? Don't bring that into a relationship. Is that your crush? I'm not sure. But these are things you need to learn, you need to be aware of, and know that they are going to play a heavy part in this relationship with your crush. Okay? Wow, banger. Let's see what's happening here. All right, Mason, thank you. Glad you're here. Welcome. Everybody, I'm going to take a moment, kind of breathe here just a second. I've got Sierra and Dell, Jessica, I don't know how to say that name, but Jazz. Jennifer was here. And then we have the All-American. So let's see what we've got here and find out what's going on. I feel like I'm getting on a roll and I want to clear my mind just a minute. So I'm focusing on just that. So here we go. Sierra and Dell. Hey, Rob, can I get a general reading for the week, please? And thank you. Absolutely. Let's see what we got going here, Sierra and Dell. Glad to see you. Hope everything's going well for you. And let's find out what's happening. All right. Sierra and Dell. Message for the week. All right. 7 of Cups. We got choices. You're going to have to make choices, emotional choices. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Different things. Reminder, there are choices that are not the right choices. You have to really examine. Remember, 7's about taking a look. No matter what 7 I go to in the deck, all right, it's about observing what's going on and making sure that everything's right. Make sure that you're looking at the choices. Don't see a pretty plant and then there's a snake in it, okay? What's in the birdhouse, different things. All of this stuff is here to tell you, but you've got choices. Remember, it's okay to make choices for yourself, all right? So you can be happy and you can be strong. That's one of the things that's great about choices, all right? Finally, we have the 5 of Swords. So what we're looking at here in that 5 of Swords is if you don't make the right choice, this 5 of Swords is, well, I can get to the chase. And if you notice, he's got everybody's thing. He got what he wanted. He got the job done. But because he didn't look at his choices, it's kind of like he won the battle but lost the war. And it's hurt people very close to them. So I'm seeing for you right now for general reading is you've got choices you need to make. Examine them carefully because you don't want to hurt yourself or somebody else in the process. Okay? Make sure you understand what's going on. That's what I see for you right now. Okay? Sierra and Dell, awesome. Let's see where we're going now. All right. Jazz, hey, Rob. What do I need to know? What the rest of those marriage? I do not understanding what you're asking me. So I don't know. I see down here we have High Rev General. What's coming in love? This is all kind of broken up. So let's just go on a love reading for you, Jazza, and let's see what's happening there. So that way I can kind of understand what's going on and get a good thought. My thoughts aren't clear on it. This answer could be all over the board. Okay. So what's coming in love? All right. Jazza wants to know what's coming in love for her. It seems like there's somebody else involved, but we're just going to ask Spirit, what does Jazza need to know? What's coming in love for Jazza? And let's see what's happening here. Okay. So we're going to go here, bring this back up, cut the cards, and let's find out what's happening. Jazza, the first card we get is the Knight of Wands. Something's coming in, and it's going to be moving fairly quickly. And I feel like this could be somebody from your past. But what I want you to do is be careful. This Knight of Wands can come in really fast and slow things down. Okay? Make sure things are slow, decisions are being made, and full-on judgment is being looked at. You know, we've got the World. This will end okay, is what I'm saying. If you slow things down, allow this person from your past that I feel is coming from the past, allow them to come in, you're going to be able to create something really awesome, and you're going to find exactly what you're looking for. This is a very good reading, and let's see what happens, okay? You know, let's see. Okay, do you mean like put up boundaries? No. Well, maybe, yes, okay? If they're trying to move too fast and they're not being careful about if somebody's trying to get too physical too fast, if they're trying to move in too fast. If it's too fast for you, put those boundaries up and slow things down. Okay. Is that making sense? Because that's what I'm seeing. If you can slow things down and you go at your pace, the right pace, the world card is here to show you everything will work out. You'll be able to see how to get through this and know what's going on. It's funny that you said, say, boundaries when we have basically the Ouroboros going around the world. So there is a boundary. Okay. So just take things slow. Some things are going to start happening really fast. Nights are big about running over other people. Okay. But there is movement. Things are coming. Make sure you're knowing what's happening. Go with the fire. Let the fire happen, but keep things at the right speed. All right. I hope that makes sense. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Miss Jennifer O'Rourke. Glad to see you. Welcome. A lot of people popping in. Welcome to the tribe. Glad you're here. Y'all do me a favor. The new people, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And the best thing you can do is share. It's, when we're dealing with tarot readers, things like that, psychics, it's all an exchange of energy. So if you come on and take, you need to give something back. I don't ask for money. There's a donation thing down below. Some of y'all have used before. I don't ask for that. Y'all want to use it, use it. But what you can do is hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Help us grow, help things move along, and that's going to be important. So, Jennifer O'Rourke, hope all is well. Glad to be able to be here tonight. We are glad you are here. If you have time, would love a reading. Always appreciate you. I appreciate you as well. Always glad to see you in the house and see what's going on. All right. So, let's find out what's happening. Get this back up here. All right. If you have time, would love a reading. Let's see what's going on with this reading and find out where we're at. So, going to set that there. Did one cut. Going to do another cut. And I'm being told to cut again. I don't know why. Okay. I'm actually being told to shuffle again. Evidently, Spirit didn't like the way the cards came out, or I did something a little too quick. Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right, now let's try another cut. All right, that feels good. Let's see what's going on. Wow. All right, I got to get the cards. That does not happen. And it is stuck to the floor. Let me find out what's going on here. We're going to see what these two, because it was two cards. So let's find out what's going on. So in this, the Seven of Swords has popped, reared its ugly head again. What I want you to be careful of, Jennifer, is I always feel like somebody's not telling the truth. When this card comes up, you need to be wary of somebody having their own agenda or something that's happening. Now, we have the High Priestess. These are the cards that fell out, all right? What I want you to think about here with these two cards together, if you're having a weird feeling, I'm going to bring this down so you can see both these cards. If you're having a weird feeling about somebody, not to trust it, your intuition, that gut, that all is handling, you listen to it. That's what this is saying. There's something going on that somebody may not be up to something, but you can see it. You have the intuition. You can spot it. You know exactly what you ought to do. Don't be afraid to listen to your intuition. Some people start to feel guilty about, well, I don't trust them or whatnot. Well, there's a reason you don't feel that way. You just examine it. You don't have to tell them that or whatnot, but make sure you know what's going and your intuition is going to take you in the right direction when this comes up for you. Okay? Give me a holler. I'd love to hear what's going on and where that's playing out at. Okay? So I really don't get the Seven of Swords too often, and now I've gotten it twice tonight. Banger. All American. Good to see you. Is my life going in the correct direction? Let's bring the pendulum out for this one. Okay? How you doing, All American? It's good to see you. Glad you are here. All right. I was showing somebody my pendulum. Here, I'll use this one. Pendulum today, and I wasn't careful when I put it back, so I tied it in a knot. All right. So, been sitting right there by a lot of stones. Let's find out. I like to start this way. Pendulum, spirit, will you work with me today? All right. I'm getting yes. It's very sluggish, but this is a very heavy stone. All right. All American wants to know, is her life going in the correct direction? I immediately got a yes. Okay. Is there anything that she needs to be aware of right now? Nope. Whatever you're doing it. Keep it going in that direction. You're doing fine. Are you following what you want to do? Are you listening to your heart, your intentions? What I'm hearing is from spirit through that is that you are on the right path and follow what you need to do. You know, we get so used to other people right here. Look at here. Strength. This does not always mean all American, keep your mouth shut. Okay. It doesn't. Sometimes this can mean it takes strength not to listen to the crap from other people. All right. You don't have to get bitter or you might want to hold your tongue a little bit, but use the strength of this lion and have that inner strength to follow and do what you need to do for you and you alone right now. All right. Wow. Bang on. Okay. That was cool. All American, welcome. Glad you are here. Duh, 48. I want to know if Capricorn has feelings for me. I'll tell you what you need to know about Capricorn. I don't read other people's thoughts, feelings. It's not right. It's unethical. Okay. If they want to. Now, one of the things I tell you, I use this as an opportunity to tell people, pick up the phone and call them. Go meet them. Find out what's going on. And what's happening is the reason we're losing our communication values in this country today is a lot of it is due to the metaphysical world. Rob, what are you saying? Nobody says that. Because everybody wants a cheat code rather than dealing and learning how to communicate and talk to people and find out what's going on. Now, let's find out, okay? What do you need to know about this Capricorn, okay? What do you need to know about a relationship? We got the Hangman. You might want to change your perspective a little bit. Everything may seem a little different. Give this time. If you notice, he's sitting there intentionally. There's something I feel, look to the future. Make sure everything's panning out. You don't want anything coming up. We have the 12 here. 1 and 2 is 3 is like you're creating something beautiful. So don't rush. Don't do this. But I'm getting these gold flowers, solid oak, building a foundation, and the lights coming on. I want you to look at this whole relationship from a complete different perspective. Is this where you want to be in the future? See, this time we got a little bird looking this way. So with that, what I've got is the Empress. I'm really feeling like if it's not this person, somebody is coming that is going to do and be everything you're looking for. So make sure if this person isn't it, if it's just a crush, if it's just we got the difference between agape love and eros love. Eros is that physical, this is great, attraction, whatnot, and can lead to sexual desire. The agape love is that love of like, oh, this is somebody that's going to look after me. This is somebody that I will love forever because we're going to love each other forever. Doesn't matter about the other part. But then we have what's coming in here is the Empress. All right. So in the future and in this, if you look, the bird is looking at the right woman is coming. I'm seeing this as a woman. It's the Empress. All right. The right person is coming to create something beautiful, whether it is the right sex or not. Okay. There's a person coming in your direction that you need to be on the lookout for that might not look like you're thinking. Okay. Don't miss an opportunity because this is going to be a great opportunity. Keep your head level. Change the way you're looking at people. you'll find your happiness and your joy. Wow. Banger. Okay. That's really cool, duh. All right. Wow. Glad to see it. Boom. Hi. I have given interview and company name guide point. Will I get that job? All right. What I can do is I will do a pendulum reading for you. And what I need you to understand, this is going to be a reading about how the energy is right now. Okay? Nothing looks into the future. Despite what people will tell you, we can get glimpses into the future. We can tell you to be aware. Do not make bank on it. Don't go buy a house expecting to get hired because things change. The business's needs change. Everybody changes. I don't believe in predestination. Our fate is not sealed because we're going towards it with every decision we make. So as things sit right now, Boom Micah wants to know, will he get the job? Yes, you will. The way everything is sitting right now, make sure you mind your P's and Q's, know what's going on, and I am seeing that you are strongly in line for that as it sits right now to get this job. Wow. Banger. Skybright, glad to see you. Real quick, Skybright, before I get into it, for all my new people that are popping in, we got a lot of newbies in tonight. Here's what I want you to understand. I say bangarang because it's a reminder from the movie Hook, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing, all right, about what you put out in life is what you get back. We are the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. We believe in praying together. We believe in getting grounded together. We believe in joining and finding and having a family, all right? What the whole purpose of this channel is to help you find your magic, reclaim your magic, so you can find your wings and you can fly, just like Peter Pan, all right? So, may I please have a general reading? What does Spirit most want me to know at this time? Thank you and bless you. Thank you, too. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for trusting me and allowing me to be a part in your life this very evening. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what's happening. All right. I got to be careful. I'm getting behind a little bit, but so be it. All right. So, Nine of Cups. That Nine of Cups has been riding tonight. I'm going to bring this up. Okay. This is talking about you actually bringing something into fruition. You're manifesting something that you really want, your heart's desire, that you're in your happiness and your joy in your home, but it's all emotional. You're actually going to bring some happiness or joy and bring something to completion. Okay. That's what it is. You're worried about something. You keep doing the work. Okay. You keep putting in the work. You're going to get what you've been working for and look for. Five of Cups. Notice every one of all of this, or it's the Four of Cups. Okay. All of this is cups. So it's all about emotion, Skybrights. So I want you to think about that and what we're saying. If it's all in the emotional step, something you've done, you're putting that work in, things are coming. Get too close, don't stop. This is the complacency thing. You think you got everything wired, and we start missing the gifts that are going to get us over or what we're actually looking for. We get so locked in that everything's just fine. I don't want anything to change. We start missing opportunities that come before us. So this is a great reading, and it just comes with the cautionary statement of be careful about missing what you've been working to create because you're not paying attention. All right? Wow. Bang, right. All right. Let's see what's going on here now. Who do we have? Terry Jones. Good to see you. Could you give me a general reading on my health or whatever comes through for me? Thank you, Reverend Rob. All right. Health. I will always tell people, no matter what I tell you here, you rely on your doctor. All right. Doesn't mean everything's bad or anything's good. But like I just explained about relationships and jobs and things like that, things change. We're constantly moving. Your body's constantly moving, things like that. So here's where I want you to take a look, and let's find out. Terry Jones wants to know about health. Let's take a look and find out what's going on. All right. So I got the Queen of Wands. That's a very good sign that things are good. What I want you to do is check and make sure it's coming to me. You keep an eye on your blood pressure. All right. This is what I want you to do. Make sure you're keeping an eye on your blood pressure. And if there's something like that. Now, this is about health. So Queen of Wands talks about you're going and getting it. You're out making and doing things. Things will come through for you, things that you want to create and be passionate. But it comes with a caution, too, about getting overzealous. And I don't know why. It just came slapping into my head about that fire and heat and everything else. You keeping an eye on your blood pressure. I think you're fine. I think everything's going through. But it doesn't take much to let something slip. So with that in mind, yep, here we go. Two of Wands. What I don't want you, let me bring this up. I'm sorry, I thought I had it. There's your Queen of Wands. There's the Two of Wands. Now, notice this is all focusing around one. The will, that what you want to do, the drive, the passion. Two of Wands, wanting to go, wanting to go, wanting to go. My wife and I are looking at what we used to do and what we do now are two complete different things because our bodies are in a complete different place. Doesn't mean we're bad, doesn't mean anything else, but we do have to be consciously aware. One of the things I want you to be aware of with your health is to constantly make a plan. Check in. Don't just wait for something to go, that doesn't feel right. You get a checkup, you make sure things are going on and do things fine. I see everything coming out just awesome for you. But you need to make sure you're doing your checkup and watching what you're doing. Progressing without a plan is not a good thing. This is all about what you want to do. If you want to complete it, all this stuff, like this Queen of Wands, and live like this, a good queen also has to remember to take care of herself. All right? So it is time to take care of yourself and to look. All right? Wow. Bang right. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Now, we have Gabia. Hey, first time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the tribe. Hit the button, subscribe, like. Come on back. I'm here every Monday night, 7:30. All right. But first time here. Oop, took that away. What is in store for me and Steve? What's in store for, I'm going to screw this name up. Tiabia 80 wants to know what's in store for her and Steve. Here we go. I'm going to set this over here, get this out of the way, bring this here. Let's do a cut. And what's in store? First card out of the gate. Choices. You're going to have choices. I want you to understand you're going to have, life moves on, things happen or whatnot. This is not a bad thing. What it's saying is, again, I said this to somebody else, slow down, make your choices. Look at everything that's coming. Life is going to offer you many, many choices. You have to make sure you're taking the right choice. I'm really picking up that you and Steve like to do a fly by the seat of your pants, and we'll deal with it. Yeah, slow your roll. All right. You can fly by your seat of your pants, but if you get 6 or 7 opportunities here, narrow it down to 2. Then fly by your seat of your pants on 1 or 2. You got to keep that up. That 7 is about looking and making a decision and understanding the choices that are put before you. You know, we have the death card. You know, is there something, what I'm seeing here in this for you and Steve, there's something from the past that needs to be put to bed for you, for Steve, for somebody. You're going to have to do this and new things come. The death card is actually a beautiful card. It's a card that says old things go away and new things come in their place. So this is going to be one of those things, decisions to make, take a look and make sure that you understand. Sometimes this might mean for you and Steve that, you know what, we've had our fun, we go our separate ways and we wave goodbye and say, I love you, and off we go, but something new is coming in. Now, it could be the right choice too of what do we do? Where do we go with Steve? And you know what? Choosing to come together might mean putting something from the past behind you so something new can start. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Banger. Okay. Welcome. Glad you're here. Want to help anybody I can. Let's see what's going on. Erica, good to see you. I have a question. A friend and I saw dancing butterflies. What does it mean? All right. What song were they dancing to? I'm being an ass. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just the whole tarot and attitude thing. Butterflies are amazing. All right. Butterflies generally represent, okay, the morphing, the changing, and from we've come a long way and changing and moving in to something new and becoming. Now, keep in mind, if you saw them together, okay, it could mean that y'all are morphing into something together and a relationship is building. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but something that you're going to create and do, or just a reminder that each of you, if something happens, you bring joy and beauty into each other's lives. That's what I always see in a butterfly is the metamorphosis into something beautiful, into something great. Look at the work it took to get there. The caterpillar going into the chrysalis, everything happening, breaking free, and all of that. Okay. That's one of the things I see there. So let's see what's happening. I know I probably misrepresented that word or mispronounced that word. So, again, we got the death. It takes a death to bring something new. Maybe you've already been through that. Maybe the both of you have already been through that death part, and now it's time to let something new come out and shine. That would be awesome. That's what I see. That's what I think. Let the past go. Step forward. Look in. 13, somebody new is coming in, and everything y'all might be finding something brand new together. All right. A lot of statements tonight about the past and putting the past behind us. Kind of strange, but that's what's going on. Now, also keep in mind we have the retrograde and all that stuff going on. So this is a good time to take a look at what's going on and do a lot of analyzation. Adriana, is Jesse Anor, please mention full name, someone I can trust moving forward, being intimate with? Well, I wish I'd have read that because I'm not going to answer this question because we mentioned a third party by name. I am not going to tell you and embarrass or say the wrong thing with somebody I don't know and haven't talked to. So at this time with this question, because I didn't read it full, yeah, if you're wanting to know if you can trust a person, folks, y'all need to just come on here and say, can I trust this person? That's not fair to Jesse to leave that up. And Adriana, that's not fair to a reader. You don't ever ask a question like that unless you're in private or whatnot, not online. Appreciate it. No, it was an honest mistake or whatnot. But I will not do the reading because you had me mention my full name. So that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Okay. And we'll go from there. Love for you to come back, maybe rephrase the question, take a look, or whatnot. All right. If you're asking me, should you get intimate with somebody? The answer is automatically no, because you're not comfortable with doing it yourself. It means you haven't spent enough time getting to know this person, trusting. You're not willing to put yourself out there and be open to the possibility of something new. Are you carrying your burdens around from an old relationship that could be affecting this relationship? When we think about all the avenues of this question, okay, there's a lot you need to consider going forward with this whole thing. All right. Love you. No hard feelings, nothing meant to be. But yeah, that one's I just don't do that. Okay. Now if that person was with you, that would be something different, or if they came on. But now I'd have to verify it. Okay. Just being careful and conscious of people's feelings, sweetie. Good luck. Hope everything works out for you. Hi, can I ask a question? Will myself and family be approved to relocate across the waters overseas? Thanks. Hands yellow, heart red. All right, let's take a look. This is definitely a pendulum question. All right. AG333 wants to know if her family and her will be approved to relocate across the ocean. That's not a no. It's in circles. There's things in work that y'all have not put together yet. There are things that have to be completed. You've got to get your I's dotted and your T's crossed in whatever documentation this is. So Spirit is saying there is not enough information right now to give you a solid answer. It needs more input, needs to go. The other thing is it possible that one of you gets approved to go overseas while the rest of your family does not? Or your rest of your family gets approved and you do not? So it's a pretty broad question. But right now, the answer is there's not enough information there. And what I'm really picking up is that caution about making sure you look at whatever's going on, okay? And something has to be completed before an actual determination on the answer can happen. Wow. Bangarang. All right, here we go. Crown me. Hello. What next for me and M? Let's ask. That's a good question. That's fair. Okay. So, what does Crown me, 1, 2, 3, need to know about being in a relationship with M? That's a fair question. And here we go. Going to do a shuffle here real quick. All right. And let's do the cut and cut down to the chase. All right. So out of the gate, the light card, we have 5 of Swords. All right. This is not a great card. Okay. There's going to be some things where people are not, this isn't so much about honesty, a little bit about honesty. Okay. But somebody trying to get to the finish line before other people, and they might be making some missteps. Win the battle, lose the war. 5 of Swords is very conflictual, all right? That there's something going on. And one of the things is to make sure that one or both of you are minding your ethics. Is everything in line? And this goes up here, not from the heart, all right? I would make sure this is not a great sign for this relationship, this card, all right? And then we've got, oh, dropped it again. See, and then we've got the sun. Let's put this right here, all right? The sun comes out. Be patient. I feel like there's something y'all are going to be dealing with, and I don't want either one of you to take a shortcut, all right? I want you to analyze it and make sure you're doing things in the right way. Exactly one of the things I'm getting, I don't know why, might not be, but this is what I'm getting is make sure the ends of the strings of an old relationship are tied up and done, okay? And not being cut because of this relationship. We have the knives here, we have these things. If you will do that, if you follow the right path, keep your ethics the way you're going, the sun comes up. You'll be able to shine. You'll be able to see a lot of things into the future. Okay. That's exactly what's going on. So, quite a little problem with the cards here. I'm going to take a look. 9 of Cups. You will be able to move forward. Just do it in the correct way. All right. That's what I mean. If you take time, do this the right way. Make sure. Then I see y'all heading off into the sunset together. All right. Does that make sense? But I feel like there's something in there that some ends got to be tied up and it's got to be shown and proven. All right, Crown me. Let me know. Bang. All right. Here we go. And where are we at here? Oh, let's see what's shaking. AMWM3IO. Let's find out. Hi, can I get a reading regarding my love life this summer? Sure. Let's take a look. AM wants to know about the love life for this summer. All right. Let's see what's happening. Is this looking positive and looking negative? Where are we at? Let's find out. All right. So, AM. Here we go, AM. Let's find out. The Magician. The love life for you this summer, all right? The Magician means you can create anything you want to, but it's up to you. Are you going to be out there? Are you going to do what you need to do? Are you going to be yourself? Let your light shine. This is one of those things. I want to go here. Okay, this is where I was at. Gillian, you're going to have to repost that last comment, and then we'll make that one the last comment. Love life this summer. We have the Magician. Look, he's holding the candle. He's burning the fire. The wands are there. Everything's there. You have everything you need to have a wonderful love life. One of the key questions that this Magician asks is, do you love yourself? What do you feel about it? Are you going to be upset if nothing happens this summer? Or are you going to be happy either way? This is going to be, it's you. It's all going to be on you to make the right decisions to create the life in the world and the romance that you want to create. We have the Five of Cups. You cannot be looking over your shoulder. This is my grief card. At old relationships, things that are happening, old boyfriends, old girlfriends, whoever this may be. Okay? I want you to make sure that when you're looking at this, that's what's happening, because you're going to miss something beautiful behind you. If you put all that behind you, stop looking in the past. Rebuild, look in the future. Look, standing right behind him, these cups that are burning, they're full, they're ready to go. But we don't see them because we keep looking at the past. All right, Am, let me know what's going on. Love to hear more. Folks, if y'all would like to have a more in-depth reading, down below, my link tree is in the description. Be love to book a session with you and go into a lot more detail. These are readings I do for people really fast, really quick, and I want to just make sure you understand that what we do have when I do this, we're not nearly running at this rate, and there's plenty of cards that get tossed for clarification and more talking with us. All right. So now, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Jasmine. I would like to ask if this connection between Edgar and I will be successful. Will he decide? I will not tell you what he's going to decide. That's not right. Jazzy, I want you to understand, this is what dating is about, okay? You have to put yourself out there. You need to explore. You got to be able to communicate and find out what's going on. And like I just told AM, do you love yourself? Are you somebody that should be attracted to? Will he decide to pursue a romantic commitment with me? Why does he have to make that decision? All right. I need you to understand, he doesn't have to make that decision. You can get on the phone and contact him or whatnot. Now, I can't see in here if people are from overseas, so I know there are some cultural boundaries that happen when I get with some of my people from the Hindu faith, things like that, India or whatnot, that's a real touchy matter, okay? But what you need to do is, if that isn't what you want to do, you're going to have to just make yourself available and let's see what's going on, okay? So what does Jazzy need to know about a romantic relationship with Edgar? Okay, let's take a look. Here we go. First card. Oh, let me bring this up. Three of Pentacles. All right. What I'm telling you, what you need to understand about this relationship, right out of the gate, I'm telling you, there is somebody else involved here. Okay? It could be the mother, could be the father, could be the brother, could be somebody else. Okay? But I'm telling you what I'm seeing here. This is the Three of Pentacles, which talks about whatever situation you're talking about in the real world, which is Pentacles. This is about somebody else, three people at least being involved. And I'm really feeling like that very well could be the problem. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you need to ask it. The Nine of Wands. Worry, worry, worry. And there's that whole anxiety. This is that whole, you've been through this, you don't want to go through it again. But what the Nine of Wands is here to tell you, you got to go through it again. Pick yourself up, There's another fight, things like that. I'm really feeling somebody is dealing with something from a previous relationship here. All right. And you may not want, you're wanting an answer so you know whether to put yourself out there because you don't want to go through something again yourself. Guess what? You're a warrior. Stand up. The pen is mightier than the sword. You stand up. You've got another battle left in you. And this is life. We can't just lay down and quit. But so that's what I would do. I would communicate these. Notice these ones are all pens and pencils. It's time to talk straight up, communicate, ask him straight up. Okay? Because again, we have a 9 and a 3. What does it come out to? 12. What does 1 and 2 come out to? 3. All right? Everything here is telling me there are things you need to know, and you need to ask direct questions. And you need to get that answer. No matter whether you want to hear the answer or not, you need to find out what's going on and be careful yourself. All right? Wow. Bangarang. All right. Man, the love connections tonight, they were a little on the, some of them were a little rough tonight. And I hate to see that. But, you know, that's where we're at. So, again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything else. Man, I sure appreciate everybody being here tonight. 7:30 next week, on Monday. Again, I will be with Bridget, 7:30 on her show, Eyes of the Dragonfly. We're going to be looking at things like that and finding out what's going on and seeing what's happening. Okay? So, everybody, have a great evening. Enjoy. What I need, most important message that I feel like that has come through for me and for everybody else. Slow your roll. Slow down. Take each thing. If something happens, you know, let's already, you know, just take it as it comes. We're in that place right now where the energy's kind of wonky and everything might be a little different, you know. That's funny. I will put that up there. Bangarang. Bangarang. Okay. So that's what we do. Glad you asked. That's a great question. All right. So welcome, everybody. Glad you were here. Thank you for being a part. And until this time next week, I'll see you again. More things coming. Subscribe to this channel. Go to Tarot with an Attitude. It's the business page, Tarot with an Attitude. Subscribe. You get better notifications from there. And I'm working on getting some other things running. Okay? So let's take that. Remember, take what you want. Leave what you don't. It's okay. But leave taking away some peace, love, and light. Banger.